For over 40 years, Voyager 1 has journeyed through the vast emptiness of space, quietly transmitting data that has profoundly transformed our understanding of the cosmos. But what if some of the information it sent back wasn't intended for public eyes? What if, hidden deep within NASA's archives, there existed images so extraordinary, so unsettling, that they remained classified for more than 4 decades? Recently declassified documents suggest that something unprecedented occurred, something that could rewrite what we believe about our place in the universe. In 1980, as Voyager 1 completed its scheduled mission of photographing Jupiter and Saturn and ventured into deep space, NASA anticipated little more than a steady stream of routine data. But then, something unexpected happened. The spacecraft's plasma wave subsystem detected a strange, rhythmic signal, structured and repeating, unlike typical cosmic background noise. Initially dismissed as interference or natural radiation, the pattern was too regular, too deliberate. In response, NASA activated Voyager's imaging systems to investigate. What they saw defied explanation. A massive, triangular object, metallic in appearance, was detected floating approximately 2,000 kilometers from the spacecraft. Unlike natural space debris, which tumbles erratically, this object moved purposefully, pulsing with light, as though it were responding to Voyager's presence. Most astonishing was a faint emblem etched into its surface, a spiral intersected by radiating lines, resembling a wheel, clearly not a natural formation, but something intentionally designed. NASA scientists reviewed the images repeatedly. Could this object be an asteroid, an unknown celestial formation, or perhaps a relic from some ancient technological civilization? None of the usual explanations fit. And just as quickly as it had appeared, the object vanished. Instruments recorded a sudden burst of unknown energy, and then silence. The object was gone. Faced with this discovery, NASA made a choice: to reveal the encounter or to conceal it. They chose the latter. For more than 40 years, any mention of Voyager 1's close encounter with the unknown was omitted from official records. The images were scrubbed from public archives, and internal communications were buried. Engineers who had worked on the mission occasionally hinted at something extraordinary, but nothing substantial was ever confirmed. A handful of leaked memos referenced a structured anomaly, but provided no further details. Why keep such a discovery secret? The reasons, perhaps, were both practical and existential. There was fear of public panic, of societal upheaval, of global unrest. What would happen if the world learned that a seemingly intelligent object had been found drifting in interstellar space? Would governments demand answers? Would religious and philosophical foundations be shaken? There was also concern about national security. If the object was artificial, who or what had created it? And could it pose a threat? By withholding the truth, NASA retained control, preventing other nations and the public from probing further. But in 2024, everything changed. A series of Freedom of Information Act (FOIA) requests led to the release of previously classified NASA documents. Hidden within thousands of pages of technical data were references to the 1980 encounter. Most strikingly, newly declassified images confirmed the existence of the object. The photos revealed a massive, metallic triangular structure with a remarkably smooth surface and the same spiral marking. The light pulses detected in 1980 were clearly visible. As the images spread across the internet, experts and amateur analysts alike scrutinized every detail. Was this proof of extraterrestrial technology? A remnant of a lost civilization? Or something even more enigmatic? NASA, caught off guard by the media frenzy, acknowledged the authenticity of the images, but refused to offer an explanation. They labeled the object an unexplained anomaly, insisting there was no conclusive evidence it was artificial. The public remained unconvinced. The timing of the disclosure raised even more questions. Why release the data now, after 40 years of silence? And if this was just one event, what else might still be hidden in the archives? If the images are genuine, their implications are profound. They represent the first clear photographic evidence of a structured object beyond our solar system, an object that could signify intelligent design. If the strange marking on the object's surface was a form of communication, what might it be trying to say? Was it a warning? A beacon? An invitation? And where did the object go after its brief encounter with Voyager? Was it merely observing us? Or waiting? Many scientists argue that, given the vastness of the universe, it's unlikely that Earth hosts the only intelligent life. Some caution that, if we have been discovered, we may not be ready for what follows. One thing is certain: Voyager 1's mission isn't over. It continues its journey deeper into the cosmos, and if it encountered something once, it could happen again. Then, in July 2024, something even more astonishing occurred. Deep space monitoring stations detected a faint structured signal, eerily similar to the one Voyager recorded in 1980. This time, the signal didn't come from Voyager. It originated from somewhere deep in interstellar space, and it was moving, deliberately, toward us. NASA immediately directed the Deep Space Network to focus its efforts on the source. The signal pattern matched the earlier event. Scientists were stunned. It appeared that something had reactivated, as if awakened after decades of dormancy. What had Voyager 1 triggered all those years ago? Had it sent out a signal, a call, or perhaps a warning? Speculation spread rapidly. Was this object returning? What would happen when it arrived? Governments, space agencies, and independent researchers began a flurry of investigations. Congressional hearings, classified and behind closed doors, were hastily organized. High-ranking officials from NASA and the intelligence community met to assess the implications. With Voyager now over 15 billion miles away and incapable of being redirected, any hope of a direct follow-up encounter seemed impossible. Yet the resurfacing of the same signal pattern forced a re-examination of everything we thought we knew. Now, as the object, or whatever it may be, slowly makes its way closer, we are left with more questions than answers. What exactly did Voyager 1 encounter? Was it a natural anomaly, or the first concrete evidence that we are not alone in the universe? One thing is clear: this mystery is far from over. The coming months could prove critical in uncovering the truth. As we await more information, we must continue to ask hard questions, demand transparency, and prepare for the possibility that everything we thought we knew about space, and our place in it, could be about to change forever.